Good morning, everybody. I'm currently located at the YVR long-term value parking at the YVR airport, and I'm on my way to Canada Place, the cruise port, because it's embarkation day. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Stay tuned. Hello everybody, this is your man, the Bus Man, back at you with another episode of On the Road. This channel is your gateway to all of my travel tips, guidance, and advice for all things related to cruise and destination vacations. For those of you watching who've already subscribed to my channel, big thumbs up, thank you very much, it is appreciated. For those of you who have not yet subscribed, if you like the content, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Ring the bell for future notifications. It's absolutely free, and it does tell YouTube you're digging what I'm putting out, and it keeps my channel being recommended on YouTube. So now that that's out of the way, without further ado, pitter patter, let's get at her. So as I talked about in the quick intro, I'm currently located at the YVR long-term value parking at Vancouver International Airport. And why am I here if I'm getting on board a cruise? Because it is the best deal in parking if you're arriving in Vancouver to head out on a cruise. So if you're a local or if you're visiting and you've rented a vehicle, you want to use the YVR long-term value parking. From here, we're going to get on the SkyTrain, which takes us to Waterfront Station, which is about not even a 5-minute walk to Canada Place, where the cruise port is. We're going to check in our bags with the porter, and then we'll go through the embarkation process, and I'll show you as much as I'm allowed to as we go through the embarkation process at the cruise port, right up to the point where we're on board the ship. From there, I'll step you through all of my tips, guidance, and advice relative to embarkation day, and I have a very streamlined process of making sure that my stateroom's okay, connecting to the Wi-Fi, checking all my room amenities, making sure everything's good to go for the cruise. So the first step, I'll give you a little bit of a tip if you haven't seen any of my previous videos. The YVR long-term value parking, there is a great deal to be had. So if you're an AAA member, a BCAA member, what you want to do is go to the YVR long-term parking website, enter your membership number, and then pick the YVR long-term value parking, enter your vehicle description, license plate, blah, 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 and you'll get about a 50% discount. So for example, for 14 nights of parking here at the airport, it only cost me $140 Canadian. It's a great value, and it's much cheaper than if you park at the cruise port at Canada Place, because right now they're pushing about 300 Canadian a week. So what cruise am I on? Well, obviously, if I'm sailing out of Vancouver, it's another Alaskan cruise. This time it's I'm doing a back-to-back, so it's 7 nights on the Celebrity Summit, heading up to Seward, Alaska. From there it comes back, it does a southbound 7-nighter. So I opted to do back-to-back and have 14 nights of cruising instead of 7. Because of the current airfare rates and what have you, it wasn't really that much more expensive to cruise back than it would have been to travel to Anchorage, Alaska, board a jet, and then fly back to YVR. And let's not kid ourselves, 14 nights of cruising is always better than 7. So let's get to the SkyTrain station. It's basically a train. It takes us to Waterfront Station, and we'll just go through everything step by step. So here we go. All right, so we've arrived at Templeton Street Station, as you can see right behind me here. My vehicle's parked not that far away. I'll give you an aerial view of the area once we get on board the train. So we're going to go inside here and we're going to pay for our SkyTrain ticket. It should be about a 20 to 25 minute train ride from Richmond to Waterfront Station. So let's get to it. Okay, sorry if there's any reflection here, but it is what it is. So when you get here, you're obviously going to want to select the buy a single ticket option, and we're an adult and we're 2 zones. As you can see up here on the chart, we're heading from Richmond to Waterfront Station, which is 2 zones, so we'll pick 2 zone. That's $9.65 Canadian. We're going to pay with a credit card. Stand by. All right, I just had to go through the payment process, and your Compass card ticket will be down here. Now again, $10 to get to Richmond, or sorry, $10 to get to Vancouver from Richmond. Great deal. All right, so even though I've elected to do the SkyTrain, you can get an Uber from Templeton Street Station or the YVR Long Value Term Parking. At the time of this recording, when I checked the Uber app, it was about $38 Canadian to get from where I am to the cruise port in Vancouver. However, this option is pretty much just as fast and equally as convenient. So we're just got to wait for the train, and we'll get on board and we'll get this party started. So this is what the SkyTrain platform looks like, and that's where we came in. There's the gates. That's the direction from YVR, so the train we're boarding will be coming from the airport. And as you can see here on this sign, we're pretty much going the entire length, the entire run of this particular line. Here comes an inbound train. This is what the train will look like. This one's coming from Water Street Station and goes all the way to YVR. So one other thing that I'll note is these escalators here. If you're going to YVR, then you want to take the up escalator, come back across the top. There's a down escalator on the other side, and that's how you access that side of the platform, and it will take you directly to YVR. The other thing that's a nice little added bonus is if you're at Templeton Street Station, where we are right now, and you're going to YVR, it's a free train ride. They do not charge anything. You still have to get a Compass card. So you want to go to the screen and type Sea Island, hit the Sea Island only option, and it'll dispense a Compass card, and you can board the train and go to the airport gratis, free of charge, bupkis, nada, zilch. The one thing you need to be aware of is you need to keep your Compass card on you as proof of payment at all times. If the SkyTrain police, and yes, that is a thing, the SkyTrain popo, come on board and ask to see your Compass card and you don't have it, well, that's going to be an additional coupon out of your wallet for $176. So just make sure you keep your Compass card on you as proof of payment for your journey. Here she comes. So as you can tell, we've arrived at Waterfront Station here in downtown Vancouver. It's going to be about an 8-minute walk to get to Canada Place, where the cruise ship is, and we'll start the checking in of the bags and the embarkation process. A couple of more tips for you when you're on your way on the train. When you get off the train at Waterfront Station, you want to turn right, exit stage right, and take the Cordova Street exit. You're going to have 2 options, Granville Street and Cordova. You want Cordova because we're going to walk down Cordova and then a couple of blocks down we're going to hang a right and then walk towards the waterfront. So it's time to get to stepping. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Alright, so we've left Waterfront Station, we've walked all the way down Cordova Street, and we're going to be hanging a right down this way on Howe Street, and then you follow Howe Street all the way to Canada Place. Alright everybody, so as you can see we've arrived at Canada Place. From Waterfront Station to this Canada Place where the cruise ship is. The Celebrity Summit is just over there, as you saw. That's where we're going to be spending the next 14 nights in bliss and luxury, because the bus man needs a vacation. Oh, it's true. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to step you through the entire embarkation process. We're going to head down to the underground parkade, because that's where you check your bags in, and then from there we'll make our way up and start the security and customs process and the boarding process. And there will be times where I won't be able to record. Obviously security and customs, they don't let you record, but I'll pick it back up as soon as I can. Stay tuned. So another tip, you want to make sure that your check-in luggage has a lock to secure everything inside, and your luggage bag tag. You can get one of these bag tag carriers off of Amazon. They're dirt cheap, and it holds your bag tag, and you can print in color. It stays dry, it's protected, and it is secure. So from Canada Place, which is right over here, where we're heading to is the public parking parkade, and we're going to be walking down the ramp into the underground parking where the porters are, and you can check in your bag from there. So this is the drop-off area, and we're just going to walk. Oh yeah, I already did. Yep, perfect. Thanks. So we're making our way towards the embarkation area from the bag drop-off. And the weather today is actually really good. It's about 16-17 degrees Celsius, cloudy with some sun. Perfect weather and temperature for embarkation. So once you check your bag off, you can come into the main terminal area and get into the elevator. Alright, so once you pop out of the elevator, you want to hang a left, and you're heading towards the check-in Hall C. Again, this is assuming you're sailing Celebrity like me. So we just work our way through. Morning. So while we're walking, I always check in the bag that if by some miracle or strange occurrence it did not make its way to my stateroom, that I would be able to function without those items. Those items are mostly clothing for evening chic and extra shoes and that sort of thing. So the bag I keep with me is all my essentials, my CPAP, change of clothes, hygiene, medications, insulins, all that stuff. So again, we're not Radiance of the Seas, we're Celebrity, and we're going to go down this way. We're going to start the check-in process. All right, so we're seated in the boarding area. We're just waiting for our turn to walk onto the gangway and then board the cruise ship. So the current time is 11:18. So from the time that I started the process of checking in my bag to the time I made it to the waiting area was 17 minutes. Security was super easy. Again, what I like to do is keep everything out of my pockets. I put everything in my day bag or everything in my carry-on bag or my boarding bag, whatever you like to call it. Just sailed right through security. The Vancouver cruise port. Just follow the signs, and even if you get a little confused, Celebrity has personnel everywhere. So if there's any questions or confusion, just talk to one of the Celebrity staff. They will absolutely direct you to the correct location and the next step in the process of the embarkation procedure. So as soon as we're directed, I see some people getting up over probably about 7 or 8 rows in front of me, getting ready to board the cruise ship. So as soon as we do, we'll get some footage of the gangway and walking onto the cruise ship. Stay tuned. All right, we've started. We're on the gangway and we're about to board the Celebrity Summit. This is how we do's it, baby. It's been a while since I've been on a cruise ship, but we're gonna get things started off right. Here we go. Hola, how are you? Hello. And we're on board, baby. So hopefully this doesn't get me a strike with the copyright music, but we're gonna All right, everybody. Obviously, I've made it on board. I've made it to my stateroom. I'm in cabin 9151, again, on board the Celebrity Summit. So just as a quick review, we parked at YVR, got a great deal, took the SkyTrain for $9 all the way to Waterfront Station, walked up Cordova, turned right on Howe. In total, it was about a 5-6 minute walk, made it to the cruise port, Canada Place. Checked in my luggage in the underground parkade. Again, when you come in, you walk down the ramp and just follow the signs or ask the staff. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Checked in the bag, go back into the main terminal, take the elevator to the 2nd floor, and then from there you're going to enter the security and customs area. Again, I couldn't record. And the staff will just bingo, bango, bongo. It's smooth, simple, and easy. Celebrity has things super organized. So from the time I showed up to the time I made it into my stateroom was about 38 minutes. It's 11:38 right now. So, I mean, I don't think it gets any easier than that. Things are rapidly improving here at the Vancouver Cruise Port. It's much more organized. The signage is better. They have employees and staff everywhere. Super simple. So the next step in the embarkation process is what I like to do is check out my room, make sure everything works. I'm not going to do a full room tour here. I'm going to do that in a separate video, but what's going to be obvious, this is a first for me on Celebrity, is I'm booked on an inside cabin for this particular cruise. Again, I'm doing a back-to-back, 7 nights to Seward northbound, 7 nights back to Vancouver southbound. And why am I booking an inside room? So, full disclosure, this cruise, this northbound trip is completely comped by Celebrity and the Blue Chip Club. So all I had to pay were the taxes and the port fees, and the free offer came with an inside cabin. So I'd be a fool to say no. So that makes this trip extra special because it's costing me virtually nothing for this first leg of my journey. So step one, let's make sure all the amenities and everything works. And if it doesn't, then I'll be heading to guest relations to have those problems rectified. Here we go. All right, so I've checked to make sure all the dimmer switches and the light switches work over there, which is perfect. The phone's working. The bed, super clean. Pillows are good. As we work our way around, the room is actually nicely air conditioned, so I know that the air conditioning works. So let's check the fridge, make sure that's working. How do you open this? There we go. Okay, so you can see it's fully stocked. And oh yeah, everything's nice and cold. So we know the fridge works. Inside the storage cabinet is the safe, already secured. That's one of the things I like to do right away, is I secure my wallet, keys, passport, extra cash. Anything I don't want to lose goes into the safe right away. As we can see, all the lighting is working, nothing's broken, everything works fine. The drawers, lots of storage space on the Summit. I've got 3 drawers over here, 4 drawers over here, 2 full cabinets. Lots of space, especially for a solo cruiser like me. Let's go into the bathroom. So the Celebrity Summit has been fully revolutionized pre-COVID. And check out this shower. It's got one of the biggest showers that you'll find on a cruise ship. Tons of space in here. All of the shampoo and body wash and soap are intact. The shower looks super clean, super sanitary, which is good. So that passes muster. And let's check and make sure the water works. And do we got hot? Yep, water's getting warmer. We got cold. We got our soaps. Let's make sure the commode works. Bingo, bango, bongo. Sounds just like a toilet in an airplane. We got our towels. Got extra supplies down on the lower shelf. That's good. Light switch works. Night light working. That's all good. Next step, check our closets. Got lots of hangers on this side. Tons of space. Again, we got some more hangers on this side. There's my day bag, more storage. Tons of storage on the Summit. Like, there is no way you don't have enough storage. And last but not least, let's make sure the TV works. Clearly it's working, it's connecting. Alright, so I verified the TV's working. Next thing I like to do is check to make sure all my excursion tickets, they are here. I did previously open the envelope, make sure my excursion tickets are present, so everything's tickety-boo there. Alright, so my preliminary room inspection, the quick tour that I do, TV's working, lights are working, air conditioning's working, everything in the bathroom works, the shower's clean, got all my towels, the fridge works, got my cruise excursion tickets, the bed is clean and good to go, so I haven't seen, everything is absolutely just the way I like it, A1. So the next step is we're going to head off and do our muster drill on the Celebrity app. In my hotel room earlier this morning, I already went online through the Celebrity app and watched the safety drills, the muster drills, the life jacket stuff. So all that's left to do is show up. They're going to tap my CPAS card and then I'm good to go. The only thing that I haven't done yet is log into my Wi-Fi account, and the Wi-Fi in my room right now is not very strong. However, once I get out onto the ship, I will log in to the Wi-Fi and connect to the Wi-Fi. The way you do that, if you've never done it before on Celebrity, you go into the Celebrity app and then you click the little picture of the person, and then you click access Wi-Fi. I should mention before I continue, you want to go into your Wi-Fi settings and click Celebrity Summit Guest. So once you're connected to Wi-Fi, open the app, click on the little person, click on access internet. You're going to need to enter the number on your CPAS card with your last name and your month and year of birth, and then you'll have options will come up, and if you purchased a Wi-Fi package, you click on the Wi-Fi package. You'll be asked to create a 4-digit PIN number, so you create a PIN number, and then you click create account, and then from that moment forward, for the duration of your cruise, you'll have internet access. Now, one of the nice things about Celebrity, unlike other cruise lines, MSC is one example. If you have, like I do, the premium Wi-Fi package, but I have 2 devices. Well, Celebrity, unlike other cruise lines, for example, MSC, will allow you to switch back and forth between your 2 devices. So when I'm using my iPad, instead of my iPhone, I can just connect, following the exact same procedure. I can connect my iPad to the ship's Wi-Fi, and then later on, when I'm done with the iPad, I can switch back to my iPhone when I'm out and about on the cruise ship in the evening time. So that's a really good, convenient feature, and it will save you money, because instead of buying the Wi-Fi 2 device streaming, just buy the Wi-Fi device streaming option, because you can switch back and forth between devices. And if you're a solo cruiser, it works absolutely beautifully. However, if you're a couple or you're cruising with other people in your stateroom, then that option might not be the best option. So another good tip is once you're in your stateroom, at some point during your initial inspections and checking things out, a critical thing you want to do is once you're connected to the ship's Wi-Fi, whenever you get around to that, always make sure that you set your phone to airplane mode. As long as you're connected to Wi-Fi, in my case, I have the premium Wi-Fi, so I can send and receive telephone calls through Wi-Fi calling. And you can set up Wi-Fi calling through your specific cell phone carrier if it's available. In my case, it is. So I have full functionality of my cell phone as long as I'm connected to ship Wi-Fi, and I don't need to worry about excess charges. You do not want to get hit with a surprise at the end of your cruise with a bill because you've connected to the ship's cellular service, satellite service, and get hit with several hundred, or if not thousands of dollars. So that's a key. Another thing you're going to see once you get out of your stateroom and do your muster drill is you're going to see all kinds of crew selling you or trying to sell you upgraded drinks packages, upgraded Wi-Fi packages, specialty dining, shore excursions. There's going to be little free gifts and coupons and meeting places for the art gallery, for the art auction, for the jewelry auctions, jewelry events, you name it. Unfortunately, it is the reality of cruising today. I won't say it's high pressure, but it's certainly noticeable, especially on embarkation day. So it is what it is, and we'll just have to learn to deal with it. For me, it's not a big deal because I just respectfully and politely say no thank you. Again, as always, I pre-book, pre-cruise all of my drink packages and Wi-Fi packages. I always wait for those flash sales. There's 3 or 4 of them a year, and you can get Wi-Fi 35 to 50% off. You can get drink packages on some Black Friday sales up to 50% off. Don't pay full price, and do not buy a Wi-Fi or a drink package on board because you will be paying way more than you need to. Another thing you want to do when you're once you're on board as part of your embarkation day is make sure to set your watch to ship time, especially when you're going out on excursions. You do not want to be a pier runner. You do not want to miss your cruise ship, especially if your cruise ship is changing time zones. So make sure that your watch is always set to ship time. At any rate, room inspection is complete. Everything gets the busman thumbs up as usual, and we're going to go do our muster drill. So our muster drill area is deck 4, Delta 2, D2. I've just left my room. So this room is on the starboard side of the ship, and it's in excellent location to the midship elevators. So as you can see, I'm just walking straight through. And again, the Summit a few months ago was in dry dock, and they did some more updates and upgrades. You can see the new carpeting. So that looks pretty good. Now deck 4 D2 is the rendezvous lounge. So that's where we're going to be heading. And these are the midship elevators. They are glass window elevators, and they've updated the elevator. You can see the digital touchpad. Before they had these buttons. So there's another update. Canada Place.
Deck 4.
And here we are. So D is to our right, and there it is, muster station D1, D2, the rendezvous lounge. This is actually a good place to come and relax, enjoy a drink. And there's our crew. Get our CPAS card ready here.
How are you, sir?
Good, how are you?
Are you D1 or D2?
D2.
D2.
There you go. Bingo.
So, Mark. Okay. Thank you, sir. You already watched the video?
Yes, I did.
Okay. You can just look at the phone.
Perfect.
They're gonna do the life jacket demonstration, sir.
Put down on your head, fasten here. And here. And just your side. And that's it, you are all set.
Awesome.
Now you're good to go.
Good.
All right.
Thank you.
Enjoy your cruise. You have elevators just around the corner or in the midship if you want to go to your cabin.
Yeah, the elevator back here.
Yes,
Thank
around
you.
the corner.
All right, have a
Awesome.
good one.
Thank you.
See you.
Have a good day. And that's all there is to it. That is the muster drill. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Doesn't get any easier than that. So let's just take a quick walk around the ship and see some of the changes and the updates and the things they've done from the last dry dock. Maybe we'll go outside on the deck and take a look around Vancouver. Let's see what there is. And as we can see, we're in the martini bar area, and hopefully this music doesn't get me a copyright strike, but we'll see. Again, they've updated the carpeting. We can definitely see that, all new carpet. We're just turning around, walking in through the casino. Let's see what the casino has to offer in here. And they've got a lot of the high volatility games, as I can see. It's been a couple of moons since I've been on the Summit, but the casino is obviously a place that I like to come, because coming here got me on this cruise ship. Oh, and they do have Mystery of the Lamp. That's one of the games that I like to play. That's a fun game. Mo Mummy, so they have updated their slot selections. a lot more. The last time I was on here, they still had a lot of the old school 3 reel games, which I do like to play. Huff and Even More Puff. Let's see what there is on the other side. Of course, you got your roulette, and they got the craps table, blackjack. I don't see a poker table yet, but the last time I was on here, I did play poker quite a bit. Let's see what they have down over on this side. Casino Wizard, Mo Mummy. Yeah, a lot of these slots are high volatile. Buffalo. Don't know what these games are. Obviously, they got some quick hit over here.
There's the man with the GoPro.
Don't know what those games are yet. Ultimate Fire Link. More Dragon Link. I can't even pronounce that game. So that's pretty much an overview of the casino. I don't see a poker table, which is something new. I guess they've taken poker out. So we're just still on deck 4. We're just walking into the outdoor area. Show you an outside view. We're on the starboard side of the and that's the gangway where we came in. Port of Vancouver. Let's go up top and see what's going on up top. And we've moved up to deck 11 in proximity to the Sky Lounge. So this is the city of Vancouver. There's the helicopter pad, and it's overcast, but it's quite warm. It's probably up to around 18 degrees. I'm just walking around in a t-shirt right now. Let's walk over towards the pool area. These Millennium class ships are the smallest ships that Celebrity has, but again, this one, of all the ones that I've been on, this is my favorite Millennium ship. Again, it's been completely revolutionized, completely updated. It's in amazing condition considering it's 22 or 23 years in service. And you can see there's the pool area. I don't anticipate on an Alaskan cruise that we'll be using the pool area too much, but we will be using the solarium. Oh, it's true. There is no doubt about that. All right, so that pretty much concludes the embarkation process. We've boarded the ship, we've checked out the room, we've done our muster drill, done some walking around, checked out the casino, seen some of the updates that they've done since the last dry dock. So I skipped breakfast at the hotel this morning. I didn't want no continental breakfast. So the next step is to go check out the buffet and see what they have on offer and grab a quick bite to eat. Let's go. All right, so I've arrived at the buffet. I've sat down. So I have some assorted cold cuts here. Some chicken and rice, some broccoli, slice of pizza, and their version of what I'll call a shepherd's pie and a piece of barbecue chicken. So we'll get into this and we'll see how it tastes. All right, so here we go. A little salt, a little more pepper. So it's been a while since I've done a full tour and review of the buffet. So I might do another one on this cruise. But we'll start with the broccoli. Crunchy, well cooked. Try the shepherd's pie here. Very good. So far, the buffet doesn't seem to be that busy, although it will get busier as more people board the cruise ship, that's for sure. So essentially, I'm just going to enjoy this plate of food. I'm not eating too heavy because tonight is prime rib night, and I'm definitely going to be enjoying that on the first night of the cruise. And from this point forward for the rest of the day, I'm just going to kick back and relax, have some drinks, and enjoy the sail away. So I hope you found this content useful and helpful. Again, as a final reminder before I sign off, if you did enjoy this content, then please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Ring the bell for future notifications. It's absolutely free. There's no commitment, no obligation. And I thank you in advance for doing so, because by liking and subscribing, again, it keeps me relevant on YouTube and will allow YouTube to recommend my content to other viewers. So with that, that's going to conclude this episode of The Bus Man on the Road, Embarkation Day. And with that, I'm calling this one a wrap. Aye, aye, and goodbye. Peace. Until the next one. Take care, everybody. Adios.